Hey party people, it's Super Pook and this is CoD Psychology. Last week we talked about positivity. I really loved all the comments in the comments section. It's fantastic that you're enjoying the series, and it's fantastic that you're leaving such great comments as well, that you're kind of giving me your feedback, giving me your views, because I don't want this to be, this is my view on the matter and that's that. I want to hear your ideas on whatever we talk about. So this week I want to talk about online friends. So in the comments again, let me know your own experiences of online friends, whether you've got loads of friends online, whether you think they're just as valid as any other friendship, you know, anything I talk about, give me the feedback in the comments because I love reading those. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to say that I love my online friends, and I'm sorry about my sore throat. I absolutely love them, but I am really intrigued by the fact that a lot of people distinguish, as I just did, between online friends and other friends. It's quite striking if you think about it. We divide our friends into kind of little categories like this, and I'm interested in why we do this. We do it in lots of other ways too, because you've got work friends, for example, school friends, college friends, best friends, and then online friends. I mean, sometimes obviously it's practical, it's kind of a shorthand way of referring to how you know someone, how you met them, explain exactly what your relationship is with the person. But I think also part of it is defining our relationships with these people, sort of anchoring to them to a certain point and giving them these limits, saying, look, you're not a friend, you're a work friend, you know, saying these boundaries. And I think a lot of people seem to want to limit or discredit, in particular, friendships which you make and which you maintain online. You know, friends over Twitter, YouTube, Xbox Live, PlayStation, Steam, all of those friends. I think often they're a target. They're seen as something less than a real friend. And I really hate it when people use the phrase real life friends to distinguish between your online friends and your real life friends, as if everyone I've ever spoken to on Twitter is a fucking ghost or just a sad fantasy I've conjured up to relieve my dull life. These people still exist just because you don't see them physically. I mean, if I don't see someone's face, if I don't make them a cup of tea in the morning, it seems incredibly egocentric to then say that person is not a valid human being. They are not a friend in real life because I have not physically seen them today. No, I'm sorry everyone, you're not real life because right now I can't see you. You're not real life people. What bollocks that is. That bullshit phrase aside, let's ignore the in real life friends bollocks. So what is the difference? What is the difference between a friendship you make with someone you see every day, maybe at work or through school, or someone you live near, whatever, and a friendship that you make and maintain online? I think one big difference is the speed these relationships actually grow at. Specifically, I'm thinking about people I talk to on Twitter or Xbox Live, because I talk to these people every day. Sometimes I'll talk to them for hours. They're pretty much always available. Either they're on Twitter or they're on Xbox, so they're always around, they're always there to be contacted. So the relationships actually grow really quickly, and I think they grow more quickly than people you see on a day-to-day basis. And part of this, I believe, is due to a lot of barriers that exist when you see someone physically, as opposed to when you're dealing with someone online. So there's barriers that are taken away by the nature of this online relationship. Unlike a physical encounter, you don't have to worry about how each other looks, for example. You know how you can act differently to people based on their looks. There's none of that here. You don't see their sweaty face or the giant spot on their forehead and have a little bit of awkwardness between you, and they don't see the giant spot on your forehead either. There's no nervousness over physical appearance. There's no evaluation of whether they're better or worse looking than you if they're the same gender, because we do that. It's a weird innate competitive thing. There's no kind of weird awkwardness if it's someone you might otherwise find a bit sexy if you saw them face to face. There's none of that there. Plus, added bonus, I think you can mock them more easily. You can raise your eyebrows at them, you can roll your eyes at them, you can flip them the bird. They will never know until now, because I've just told them I do that. So by not seeing these people physically while you build your friendships with them, there's a barrier removed and the friendships actually grow more quickly. As to whether they're more easily maintained, I don't know. There's always that freedom you have in talking to people that aren't next door. You kind of know that if you need to, you can sort of just stop talking to each other. You'll never have to get in each other's way again. There'll be no having to avoid each other in Sainsbury's and hiding down the pub. But on the other hand, if you don't have to run into each other, it can be harder to resolve misunderstandings, disputes, that kind of thing. Online fights are often the nastiest, bitchiest kind of hissy fights. Words are twisted, everyone's drawn into the fight, and 99% of the time it's never resolved. To be honest, I've blocked and moved on plenty of times myself, and there's a couple of people I wish I had just been able to sort my problems out with instead, but that is the nature of online relationships. It's incredibly hard to do. So these relationships, they build quickly, they can degenerate quickly, but a lot of the time they really do last. I mean, I can tell you now of dozens of brilliant people I've met over Twitter, YouTube and Xbox over the past couple of years who I love having as friends, real friends. I would not distinguish between them and any other friends. They've been there for me in really shitty times. They've made me laugh, and I really, really care about them. I would do almost anything for them. I'm using the meatloaf clause there, almost anything. They know who they are, but just in case. Mrs. E, Recon, Mr. Moves, Kerry, Christina, Nugget, Fusion, Wardy, the 13th, Barry, Dango, you are legends. So keep it up. To me, online friends can be just as important, just as amazing, just as essential as any other type of friend. And you chaps I just listed, you are my proof. So thank you. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I will be interested. There is some kind of gameplay attached to this, and I'll see you around. Bye.
Be cool, just move with the groove, no funk in here.